Do people who sneeze really loud have a choice? I used to be a sneeze screamer, but learned how to immediately change my handling of the sneeze right before it happens. It has taken a while but is way better. No longer do I scare people in public. My mom always believed that obnoxiously loud sneezers were faking it. Then I had my first and he would sneeze so aggressively as an infant she was shocked. It was like, oh wow, some people must really sneeze like that? I have no choice in the matter. Sometimes I sneeze loud and sometimes I sneeze medium. But it's up to the sneeze which one it's gonna be. Haha, this cracks me up as I'm a scream sneezer and my wife always asks if that's necessary. If I really try and stay conscious of it, I can keep it on the more normal side of things. But my instinct is to invoke vocal power into each sneeze for maximum relief. My parents did this too, so perhaps that's where it comes from. I am a quiet sneezer. I can't really imagine being a loud sneezer. It's almost automatic. I don't even know what exactly I do. I just stiffen some muscle in my throat and it blocks the sneeze from coming out loud. Instead I let out a tiny bit of air in its sound and that's it. I can't loud sneeze if I try. Sometimes the sneeze just comes on so fast I can barely react to cover it. Other times I might feel it coming on. And even if I think it will be a big one, I'm not really concerned about suppressing the sound. If I have a big, explosive sneeze, I figure my body is trying to clear stuff out. One big sneeze or 5-6 smaller ones. If the sound of one sneeze is going to bug people, then surely sneezing 5 more times will annoy them. The convulsion and explosion bugs me, so I'd rather have fewer. You can tell if it's intentional by how long it's dragged out. My sneezes are downright explosive, but I don't do that ochoig that some people do. The loudness is uncontrollable. I think it's related to the velocity of the sneeze. I had a coworker who was a loud sneezer and she put her back out sneezing one day. I mean, if I can contain mine, I feel fair just letting it go. I should do that tbh. There is so much judgment on us loud sneezers. My wife is convinced I could give a petite sneeze. Spoiler, she's wrong. I wish my sneezes were quieter, but they are not. On a related note, does anyone else sneeze like 12 times in a row? If I sneeze once, you can almost always count on at least 8 more successive sneezes. My choices are very loud sneeze or closed mouth explosion that hurts me and potentially causes the sneeze to come from my nose instead. Apparently all sneezing sounds are learned and different throughout other cultures, but it's probably hard to change once you grow up learning them. Afraid not, it's just a canon and I don't know why. Some people can't help it and some people exaggerate it either to be dramatic or to have a more productive sneeze. I don't do it often, but sometimes on a third sneeze I will holler ha-choo in a futile attempt to tell the spirit realm sneeze ticklers who's boss, but it seems to work nevertheless. Not really. It varies, but mostly I have sneeze power ranging from strong to earthquake. Regardless, I have no control over it. Some people have weak sneeze responses and just cannot understand us strong sneezers. If I try to hold back one of my sneezes, my skull would render in two. Last point, I'd rather not sneeze so powerfully they actually hurt me. And I add nothing extra, it's how I'm made. No, I'm a middle of the road guy and I kinda disguise it as a bit of a cough sometimes. But you could offer me $1 billion and I couldn't do it with any less volume. For me, it would be impossible. I do not, had a girlfriend tell me close gloaties. I said open Sadly no. We're meant to alert all the animals in the land that we're repelling dust from our noses.